We are talking about solving absolute value equations. And here we have the absolute value of y plus 3 is equal to 8. And when we have this situation, we have to solve it two separate times. We have to solve it when y plus 3 is negative and when y plus 3 is positive. So when y plus 3 is positive, all we're going to do is just rewrite exactly what we have here, but we're going to get rid of the absolute value sign. So now we're solving y plus 3 is equal to 8. And then on the other side, if we're thinking about trying to check when y plus 3 is negative, we want to check for y plus 3 is equal to negative 8. Because we had the absolute value of negative 8, that would still be equal to 8. So that's why we have to check for negative 8. That will check if y plus 3 is negative, and y plus 3 is equal to 8. That will check if it is a positive value. So we do that just like we would solve any other inequality. We do our inverse operations, or any other equation, we do inverse operations. So we subtract 3, and we get y is equal to 5. And then if we solve the other equation, we subtract 3 and subtract 3, and then we get y is equal to negative 11. So then we just have to check our solution. So all we're going to do is we're going to take our y value, substitute it in, and see if it works. So absolute value of negative 11 plus 3, is that equal to 8? So then we have negative 8. Absolute value of negative 8 is equal to 8. So negative 11 is a solution. And then we can check the same thing on the other side. Just substitute 5 in. So we have absolute value of 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. So the absolute value of 8 is equal to 8, and that is true. So in this case, we don't have any extraneous solutions. So our solution set is actually two values, right? So we have to make a set notation. So it's a set of values, and we have two solutions. One of them was negative 11, which we got over here, so negative 11, and the other one is 5. Okay, our next example. Now over here, what we did was we have the absolute value all by itself. So we were able to split this equation right away. But when we look at this example 2, we notice that there's a plus 9 right here. So before we can split our absolute value, we have to have the absolute value by itself on one side of the equation. So the first thing we have to do is we have to subtract 9. So we subtract 9, and then we get the absolute value of 5x minus 6 is equal to negative 9. Well, because we know the definition of absolute value, in this case, we know that there is no solution. So there's no solution. That's the answer for this one. Why is there no solution? Well, is there any value? Well, this is the answer for this one. If we took the absolute value of x, is there any way we could take a positive value and get it equal to a negative 9? Is there any value we could substitute in for x and it becomes positive and then it's equal to negative 9? No. The smallest number we could have over here is 0. So right away, we don't have to do any more of this. We just know that the answer is no solution.